I'm Kiora. Welcome to my channel.
Have you ever had something change your life completely to where you didn't even know who you were anymore? Well, that happened to me. In 2020, my mother, she was battling cancer. And once she was done with her chemotherapy and once she was cleared from her doctors, we went on a 7-day retreat in Costa Rica. At this retreat, they were practicing ayahuasca. So I thought like this would be a good opportunity for my mom to dump whatever baggage she still had living within her so she could be healthy. I did not know that it was going to change my life forever. So on the second day of the ceremony, a shaman was praying over me. She just continuously prayed over my stomach, my lower abdomen, and my back. And I didn't understand at the time why she was like focusing on my back. I didn't feel anything like at that moment, but she was really praying over me in those areas. So when we came home, I started feeling some type of like pain in my lower abdomen on my left side. So here I am, start thinking the worst, stomach cancer and all this other stuff. So I call my doctor and I'm like, hey, I was like, something's going on with my lower abdomen. So she called me in for an appointment and she was like, oh, maybe it's just IBS. So let's just start treating you for IBS. In the meantime, go get an ultrasound so we can see what's going on inside. And I'm like, okay. So I go have the ultrasound done. And when it came back, she was like, oh, you were right. You did feel something. It is, you have a cyst on your ovary. And so basically she said that I needed to make an appointment with my OB. So I made an appointment with my OBGYN. And while I was waiting for that appointment to come, because you already know when you make your appointment, they don't be coming so quickly. So I think it was about 3 weeks out. So within that 3 weeks, I started doing a lot of research on like cyst on ovaries. And I started coming up with a lot of like other things that it could have been. I came across this one word. It was called endo something. I don't know, endo something. And I couldn't even pronounce it at that time. But when I went to my appointment, I basically told them, I think I have endometriosis. And they were like, okay, well, basically, you need to change your diet, you need to be on hormones, and there's no way that we could like tell you, yes, you have endometriosis. You're gonna have to get a biopsy for that. So I'm like, sign me up, give me a biopsy. I'd rather do the biopsy than worry about the hormones at this point, because I was always been like a healthy person to where I don't want to take pills. So I'm like, let me see, let's do the biopsy. I did not know that they were going to basically cut my coochie off. And so I went to my appointment. They did the biopsy. They cut me. I cried. I literally cried. I cried. And that was like the worst pain that I've ever felt besides having stitches after birth. Like even after stitches after birth, I told them to stop. I was like, I don't care what it looks like down there. Stop, it hurts. I did not have the epidural or anything like that. So I was feeling every whole pinhole, and same with the biopsy. So it was a lot. But at the end of the day, I'm glad that I did do it, because once the results came back, it did show that I had endometrial cells. So immediately I asked, I said, what stage am I? The doctor laughed, was like, we can't tell you what stage you are. There's no stages. So you guys got to remember, back then in 2020, it was endometriosis was not as aware as people are of it today. Now I feel like after COVID, everybody has endometriosis. So back then, they didn't know too much of it. And she was like, it's not a stage. And so then in my head, I already knew there are different stages. So I just said, okay. So she was like, the only way to find out like how bad your endometriosis is if we do the laparoscopic surgery. But we just don't give the laparoscopic surgery to everybody. You have to say that you want to like do family planning. So basically I had to like pretend that I wanted to still have a baby at 40. So she was like, you have to verbally tell me that you want to family plan. So I'm like, verbally, I want to have a baby. So can we please have this surgery? So she was like, okay. So basically she signed me up for the surgery. I had the surgery. Oh my gosh. I'm so happy that I had the surgery. I snapped back just like that. And my health was good. My breakouts were less. My stomach guts were better. Like just everything was so much better. I forgot that I had endometriosis. Here we are 4 years later, 5 years later, and it came back. And I did not understand what was going on. I was having face issues, allergic to different foods. My gut was upset again. My gas smelled so bad. I had an endo belly. Like all these symptoms were happening, and I totally forgot that I was having all these symptoms when I got diagnosed with endometriosis the first time. So I went for a colonoscopy. I went for a CT scan of my abdomen. I did all these different things. And then I remembered, Kiora, you have endometriosis. So I made an appointment with my OB/GYN, and basically I was telling her that I need to have the surgery over again because my endometriosis flare up is really bad and I have no life. I'm going to work and I'm coming home and going straight to sleep. I'm eating my dinner in bed and I'm going to bed. They're asking me if I'm sexually active. I'm like, no, I'm not, because I don't even feel comfortable having a boyfriend. So I come home, I go to sleep. On the weekends, I work out. Other than that, I work and go to bed. So I have no life. So the OBGYN, she was very heavily telling me, suggesting that I just go on hormones and I just can't do the surgery every time I feel like I need to do the surgery. She was like, you have this disease. And when she was like telling me that I have this disease, that really just sat with me because I don't look at it as a dis-ease, because yes, your body is at a dis-ease, but I just never looked at it as a dis-ease. So once she said that, I'm like, okay, if it's a dis-ease, you want me to go on hormones rather than having the surgery. And with the surgery, they're going to go inside and they're going to make sure they take out all those lesions. So why would I want to just get on hormones and keep the lesions in there? Doesn't really make sense. And at my old age, I'm 46. There's no reason why I should keep those lesions inside of me. So I basically stood firm and let her know that I really want to be seen by a specialist. So she said that she was going to talk to her her team and see what they suggest. She talked to the endo specialist, and the endo specialist was on my side and wanted to make an appointment with me. And that just made my day. So I ended up seeing the endo specialist, and I thought, anytime I go to the doctors, I don't know if this does this for you guys, but anytime I go to the doctors, my anxiety is through the roof. And I'm tired. I'm tired of talking about, oh, my face is breaking out, my dry mouth, I have gas issues, my belly is sticking out, and I work out, and there's no reason why I should look like this. It drives me nuts, because then they always want to refer me to the psycho doctor. And there's nothing wrong with me. I just know that there's something wrong with my health. So anytime I go to the doctors, I get high anxiety. So when I seen the specialist this last time, I had a little bit of anxiety, and I was like, all right, Kiora, only answer the questions she asked. So when she came in this time, I stuck to the script and I only answered the questions that she asked. And then I was like, so I want to have the surgery because I'm not having no life period, and I want to go back to having a life. And she was like, okay, no problem. I was like, okay, let's do it. So I told her, I was like, thank you so much, because I had high anxiety coming in here, and like just coming to the doctors is very hard for me. So she was like, no, I got you, girl. I'm going to take care of you, and we're going to get this in order. So if you want to hear more about my endometriosis story, stay with me. Join my channel, like, comment, and subscribe. If you also want to hear about my ayahuasca retreat, it was a 7-day retreat. We had 4 days of ayahuasca. If you want to hear about that, drop a comment below and I'll make a video on that as well. Just remember, if you are feeling something, don't let the doctors talk you out of it. You know your body. You know what you need, how you feel healthy. And if you're not feeling healthy, you need to keep on advocating for yourself, because there's no doctor like you. You know your body. So if you are going through an endometriosis journey, you are not alone. We are in this together, and we are going to be healthy, and we are going to have a life. Please follow me. Until the next time.